Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us at e-KLESF 2022. My name is Kingsley from Center for Corporate and Community Development, University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Utah. Today we are presenting a webinar titled Turbocharge Your Brain Power, Achieve Result 5 times faster by Rotarian Anand Kashibatla. Mr. Anand is an Indian national record holder for memory with over 26 years of training experience. He is an international speaker, trainer, and an author who has delivered his workshop in 9 countries. He is an expert on the how-to strategies for focus and memory skills. Just a little housekeeping before we start. If you have any questions, please type them into the chat box in your Zoom. I will bring them up during the Q&A session at the end of this webinar. For participants, please sign in your attendance in the link posted in the chat box. Without further delay, let us turn the time over to Mr. Anand.
Very good evening, and thank you, Kingsley, for the introduction. And good evening, everyone. So let me just pull out my slides and let's start sharing. All right. So if you can hear me and if you can see the slide, can you just type yes in the chat box so that I know that you're able to hear me and you're also able to see my screen as well? All right, thank you so much. Okay, so let me quickly ask you a question. How many of you here want to achieve results 5 times faster? You can just put your hand up, or maybe you can just put me in the chat box so I know that you're interested in getting 5 times results faster. Okay, great. And I just want to ask you the second question. How many of you want to do it much easily without doing a lot of hard work? Yes, you heard it right. 5 times faster without doing a lot of hard work. If you're that, just put me in the chat box, then I know that, yes, super. And that's exactly what we're going to discuss. So let's get started. So we're going to talk about turbocharge your brain power, and that is how to get results 5 times faster by training your focus and helping you to align with whatever you're doing. So a quick introduction, it's already been done. So I'm a 2nd generation focus and memory coach with 26 years of experience, and this February it will be 27 years. And a little bit of journey, I'm as Kingsley was introducing, this is my record which I've done about 20 years back and which is still unbroken yet. And I had trained in about 9 countries, and these 2 books, How to Become a Top Student, has been published in Malaysia and launched in the first Festival of the Mind long back. And the second one, Instant Improvement, Memory Improvement, has been published from Singapore. So, and there are 2 more books which will be coming up this year. And these are some of the companies where I've done my training programs. Petronas has been my major client. I've done workshops for them for over 10 years. And Citibank, Maybank, Shell, and other places as well. Yeah. So this is a picture which was like 26 years ago. And if you're wondering who am I, so that's me. Okay, so I'm the lead facilitator for the workshop. I'm the one who was taking the training program. Yeah. Okay, so this is my big promise today. So here we go. What we'll be talking, what will be covered. First thing is the 4 critical things that will help you align your mind power. 3 strategies that will reduce the stress and increase result. And 3 activities that will make your mind lighter and more powerful at the same time. And 4 things which you must do with your mobile phone if you want to get better results in your life. If we can cover this in the next, say, 45-50 minutes, will that be good? So if that's good, can you just put good in the chat box so I know that you'll be good if these things are covered in the webinar. So these are the 4 things which we'll be covering. All right. Okay. Super. Thank you so much. So let's move ahead. So I am here to give you maximum result. And if you're also looking for maximum result, can you just put MAX in the chat box so I know that you're also looking for maximum result. Now, if you're wondering why I'm asking you to chat, the reason is linked to the topic itself. How to get results 5x faster. So one of the things which is required is you have to participate if you want to get 5x faster result. So that's how I'm asking you to participate. Thank you so much for the participation. So let's move on. Let's get started. Participate, which you're already doing it, and make sure for the next 45 minutes do not have any distractions. And in the next 45 minutes, let me assure you, the world is not going to end. So we can always catch up, yeah? And if you're running any apps parallelly, make sure you shut them down, because that will not only take your bandwidth of the computer, but it will also take your mental bandwidth away. So make sure that you close all the apps, if at all anything running in the background. And those of you who have your webcam, please do keep your camera on, because that will help you to stay focused. Because when you're on camera, your mind stops wandering, and you'll be able to pay more attention. So that's a benefit for you if you keep your camera on. And I would invite you or request you to take notes, because taking notes is also one of the very powerful strategies which will help you to align with whatever you're doing. Taking notes will help you to focus. Taking notes will help you to refer the content later on, and it'll also help you to stay focused during the presentation. So if you don't have a pen and paper, grab them right now, and you can take notes as we are going. And as Kingsley mentioned, if you have any questions, you can put in the chat box. We'll either answer it during the seminar or at the end of the event, where we have a question and answer. So just a quick check before we go into the content. Am I too fast, or am I okay? Are you able to catch up? So can you just put, okay, great. Thank you for that. Okay, let's move. All right, perfect. Thank you. And if you have any questions, if you have any aha moments, if you have anything which you like, you can always put in the chat box, so that other people will also able to know it. Yeah. And of course, I'm also looking at the chat box too. So the first thing which is required to get a 5x result faster is to change your mindset. Now, you might have heard it 100 times, and I don't mind saying this one more time, because that's really, really important. Now, why you have to change your mindset? Let me give a reason. And of course, you know the reason, but I'll just share it once again. And that is because only a new mindset can give you a new result. Now, whatever you know so far, you have been working and you're getting the results, you're getting the maximum results, what you can get so far. But if you want to get 5x faster, 5 times faster, then you got to do something which probably you might not be doing. So first thing which is required is change of mindset. And let me assure you, by the end of the workshop, you will have a change mindset on how things work as far as focus is concerned, as far as getting results is concerned. We'll talk about that in detail. Yeah. So changing your mindset is very, very critical. And I'm going to talk about one very simple thing which most people overlook, which they don't have in the mental awareness when they're actually working on. So let's start with this, and then we'll be talking about all the content which I shared. Yeah. Now, this is something which I want you to remember, and which I want you to write it down also, is that every thought is an expense. Now, people think thoughts are free, or what? I mean, people just think whatever they want to think. But do you know that every single thought which you have in your mind, every single thought which you're thinking, it's an expense to the mind. Now, when I say expense, of course, something going out. So in literal sense, expense means money going out, right? But in the mind space, I have created a word which I call something as neurocurrency. Neurocurrency. So the currency of the mind, the mental currency, if you want to call it so. Neurocurrency. So every thought will actually deplete your mental resources. So very quick check. Now, what would be an expense? So you can put your thoughts in the chat box. What do you think can be an expense when you actually think? We're told that every thought is an expense. So what expenditure can that be? Any guess? So you can put your guess in the chat box. No problem. I'm looking at that at the chat. So what could be an expense? What expense does the mind have to incur if you're thinking something? The thought can be a simple thing. I want to have a Ramly burger in the evening. It can be a simple thought like that. Or I want to invest maybe $20,000 in cryptocurrency. It can be a thought like that. It doesn't matter the size of the thought. It's an expense. So what do you think is going out? Expense is something going away, something depleting, right? What do you think goes away when you actually think? Any ideas? Yeah, time. Perfect. Every thought, brain cells, brain energy. That's right. Thank you so much. Anything else which you can think of? One is time, another thing is brain cells getting worked up. Perfect, perfect. Okay, can I add some more things as well? All right, so here are a few more things which will actually deplete when you think. So I'm just giving the example again. It can be a simple thought like, I want to eat burger in the evening, or I want to invest $20,000 in cryptocurrency. It doesn't matter. So let's see what goes out or what is an expense. Okay, so the first one is the time goes out. A small thought or a big thought, it doesn't matter. If you're thinking something, your time is going out. The second one is your mental energy. Whether you're thinking about burger, whether you're thinking about traffic, whether you're thinking about getting results, whether you're thinking about anything in life, whether you're thinking about investing, your future, your mental energy is getting out or your mental energy is reducing. The next one is the mental space. The space, you want to eat a burger, that thought occupies some space in your brain. You want to invest $20,000, that thought occupies something in your brain. You're actually thinking about some person, that thought is occupying some space in the brain, right? And this is another thing which is an expense. If you're thinking something, this is an expense. The next one is your emotion. Every thought has got an emotion attached to it, and that's an expense again. And the last one, which is very important, is every thought will take your focus away from the present moment. So these are all the 5 things. And the saddest part about these 5 things, you know what? All these things are limited in nature. You don't have unlimited time, energy, space, emotion, or focus. You only have fixed time. You only have fixed energy. You only have fixed mind space, fixed emotions, and fixed focus. So if you're spending it, without thinking, you're actually losing all your neurocurrency. So whatever you want to do, so let me give an example. Whatever you want to do consciously. So let's say you want to top your exams, or you want to make a cup of coffee, or you want to make a travel plan. Whatever you want to do consciously, do you know what it takes? Apart from the knowledge and all the things, it actually takes all these 5 resources. Whatever you want to consciously do, it can be building a relationship, it can be working for your academics, it can be working for your company. Whatever you want to do consciously, it will take your time, your energy, your space, your emotion, and your focus. So the sad part is, if you're wasting things away without giving consideration, you will be having very less space. So all these things together, I call them as neurocurrency. You can call it as bandwidth, you can call it as mental currency, it doesn't matter. So if you spend away a lot of things like this, all these things, you will have lesser on plate to get results. Now the challenge is, if you want to get any result in your life, you need these 5 things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need all these 5 things which you see on the screen. So the basic idea is, if you want to get a better result, you have to have a grip on all these 5 things, or you have to manage all these 5 mental things, which are very, very important resource for the mind. So is it making sense so far? If it's making sense, can you just put MS in the chat box so I know that it is making sense for you? All these 5 things actually become the mental resource or a bandwidth for your results in life. So now the whole idea is, how can we make sure that we get better results, and better results faster? That's what we are looking at it. So let's get into the stuff here. Now, action changes things. Of course, you have to take some action. Just attending the webinar will not give a lot of result, but making action, taking action is very, very important. So I want to share something very important. You might have heard this a lot of times, but if you want to get 5x faster, if you want to get results 5x faster, you must have the next one, which I'm going to talk about. And that is this. Surprisingly, everybody knows about this, but I don't know how many of you take it very seriously. So let me talk about that. Now, the first thing is having a goal. Now, don't say, oh, Ms. Anand, we already heard it. Yes, you might have heard it, but let me share it from the mind's perspective. Okay, let's say you want to hire a cab. Okay, and you say, okay, I want to go to Petaling Jaya, PJ. All right. Now the cab driver will ask you, where in PJ? Unless you give a pinpoint, the GPS would not start. Even if you're driving your car, you just can't put PJ or Petaling Jaya as your destination. You have to give a pinpoint. So a lot of times people have random or very vague goals. Well, I want to earn a lot of money. I want to top the university. Now, I want to top the university. Why I'm calling this a vague goal is because it now topping the university, it needs like a specific score or some higher point. So if, let's say, for example, if this particular year, none of the people are performing, maybe the person who gets 50% also might top the university. Or if everybody is performing well, maybe you get even 95, you don't get a better result. So you have to get a specific thing. So if you say, I want to make a lot of money, the brain will not understand that. So let me give an example to keep this in proper perspective. Let's say I am attending a job interview, all right? And you as an interviewer ask me, Anand, how much money you want to make? So if I say a lot of money, so would you sign the contract? I don't think you would sign the contract. Or if I say, oh, I want more than 5,000 ringgit per month, would you sign the contract? I'm sure you wouldn't, because unless there's a specific number, the contract will not be signed. So I have to tell the interviewer, maybe I want 5,875 ringgit, or I want 10,000 ringgit, or I want 2,800 ringgit. So I have to give a number. As long as I give a number, then people can decide on it. If I say, I want a lot of money, I want more than 5,000, I want, if I'm not specific, things don't get into the people's head. Similarly, if you tell yourself, I want to earn a lot of money, I want to get a good result, your mind will not sign a contract with you. So you got to tell what exactly you want, and that's the most important thing. So if that is making sense, can you just put goal in the chat box, so I know that this topic goal is clear with you. Now, goal is extremely important if you want to get the result faster. So if that is clear, can you just put goal in the chat box, so I know that it's clear. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's move on and let's look at the second one. These are all the 4 things we are talking about, very, very critical. The second one which you have to do is intent. Now, this is something very, very important which you have to take care. Now, a lot of people have a desire, right? But very less people have an intent. And in real life, the words intent and desire, they actually collapse. They look at like the same thing. So let me give an example. All right. Let's say, and this is like a very funny example. Okay. Don't take it too seriously, but let me give this example. I have a desire to marry Aishwarya Rai. Okay. I know, I'm sure you know Aishwarya Rai from Bollywood, right? So I have a desire to marry Aishwarya Rai. But if you ask me, Anand, do you really have an intent? The answer is no, I don't have an intent. So a lot of times people actually have a desire and confuse that with an intent. Oh, I have a desire to become, very rich because my dad has worked very hard for me to go to school. I have a desire to do good for my country. So that is not sufficient. You should have an intent. So what does qualify as an intent is very simple. An intent is your active remembrance of your goal when you're in the war zone. So I'm sure I'm sure there are a lot of students here as well who are listening either on the Facebook or on the Zoom. Now, I'm sure you might have read a lot of books, or you have attended seminars, you have attended webinars like this. I'm sure you have attended a lot of them, right? My question for you is, how many times did you actually tell yourself just before the webinar starts or just before you open the book and read? How many of you tell yourself, I want to remember what I'm going to read right now. I want to learn what this guy is talking about. I want to learn what this lady is talking about. I want to remember the stuff which is being discussed in this meeting. Consciously, if you don't do that, your mind will not be alert and it's very easy to get away. Now, a lot of times what happens is people actually talk to each other, but thinking something else in the mind. The same thing might happen. You're reading something, but you're thinking of something else in the mind. You're watching something, you can think of something else in the mind. The moment you have an intent, that is just before the event happening, if you tell yourself, oh, the next 45 minutes, I'm going to pay attention and I want to learn what this guy is going to talk about. Now, by making that small intention, what will happen is your mind will start repelling all the distractions. If there's no intent, any small thing happening, or you'll turn and look and see what's happening there, what's happening here, or why the screen is like this. Okay, let me chat with somebody, let me open my Facebook. All these kinds of thoughts will come in. And having an intent will make sure that your mind is aligned with whatever you want to do. So the first one is you have to have goals, which are fixed goals, which you should have. And before doing any activity, it can be reading a book, it can be attending a seminar, it can be attending a meeting. If you have a conscious intent, now that will help you to get things done in a much more positive manner. Yeah, this is a very interesting question. Sometimes too many tasks and you tend to be forgetful, goal setting achieved. Okay, great. I'll share on that. And I'll tell you, let me, thanks for asking this question. I want to share one very interesting thing about the goal. Do you know what is one of the major reasons for not achieving goals? Any idea? The clue is in the question, which is asked by, I don't know, SG, so I cannot see the name. Sorry about it. So the clue is there, but any reason why people don't achieve the goals? Lost focus, yes. Kingsley, that's right. What? Anything else which you can think of? And the moment I reveal this, you was like, chilaka. Oh, how come? This simple thing, All right, so let me share. Now, the most important, one of the things, apart from all the things which you're sharing, one of the major reasons why people don't achieve their goals is because they don't remember their goal. There's something called life. Life happens, and you are taken away by so many distractions and you lose focus. And because of that, you don't remember that you set your goal. And the moment you don't remember you set your goal, it's like you lost your control on the steering wheel. So your life will go anywhere, it'll take you anywhere. And that's the reason why setting up the intention will help you stay in the activity which you're dealing. So let me give other ideas also which will help you. The next one, which is very important, which people don't do as such, is called as time calibration. Time calibration. Now, what I mean by time calibration is you have to ask yourself, how much time am I going to take for this particular activity? Before starting any activity, just ask yourself, how much time I'm going to take this activity. So if I want to go makan, so okay, I Jalan go there and maybe order for food, maybe 5 minutes waiting time, and I eat, so maybe 25 minutes. So you have to have a time frame in your mind that how much time am I going to take for finishing this event. Now, why is this very, very important? If you don't have a time frame, the activity will take forever. Now, let's say, for example, I want to enter something in the data sheet on an Excel, okay? On Excel. So I'm typing something and then, some call comes and I say, hey, okay, nice talk. And then whatever, then I put up the phone and then I go pick up my coffee and I don't have any clue on how much time it's going to take in my life. So if you don't know how much time it's going to take, or if you're not able to calibrate, your mind will easily drift. But if I say, okay, entering this 20 points in Excel sheet, I think I should not take more than 10 minutes. So what happens is my mind can stay focused for 10 minutes. So if there's a distraction which comes in, I can say, okay, can we talk for 10 minutes, please? That's easy. Otherwise, it will become very, very difficult. For me, now I know very clearly how much time happens for, if I want to pick up my coffee, I go Jalan Kaki to the nearby cafeteria near my house. So I just walk there, pick up my coffee and Jalan back, and it'll take me about 14 minutes exactly. All right. So if I want to go Monday, probably it'll take about whatever time which I have. If I want to shave, I've got this time. If I want to, go and pick up my dry cleaning, this is the time which I want to take. So if I want to read 10 pages, okay, I know this is the time which I want to take. So every time I calibrate, so what happens is your mind will become very sharp enough. And when you have a time frame in the mind, you will make sure that the other things which come in, they get repelled easily. So time calibration will help you to stay put. So when you open a book, ask yourself, okay, to read this 15 pages, how much time am I going to take? Maybe 25 minutes. You may take more, you may take less in reality, but start with something in the mind so that you will start having an assessment on how much time each task can take. So you don't stretch your time too much. And because you're not stretching time too much, things will start happening faster. So if this is making sense, can you just put time in the chat box so I know that you understand time calibration? TIME in the chat box so I know that you're understanding this. Thank you so much. So let's move for the next one. And this is very, very, very important. And that is called as a conscious reminder. This is very, 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 and very important. If you want to go for a long drive, let's say from KL to Ipoh, probably about 2 hours. Now, do you know what? It used to happen to me when I was living in KL. It used to happen to me. So I drive. And suddenly when you're driving, your mind starts thinking about something, especially when you're going for a long drive. Am I right in saying that? Did you also experience that? Now, any activity which you do, as I told you, the life keeps happening and your mind will be taken over by something. So every time, consciously remind yourself whatever you're doing. For example, I got a person from UK. So she's a student and she's also into working out and she's a fitness freak. So she has got a very interesting challenge. You know what's the challenge? She comes back and tells me that, Mr. Anand, I actually have a routine in the gym, but after some time, I really don't know what I have done and what I have not done yet. How many repetitions I've done, I'm not sure. Now, why this kind of thing happens is because the mind keeps wandering after a certain amount of time. You cannot be focused forever or for long stretches. Every now and then the mind will be hit by something and it will be taken over by something. As I said, life keeps happening. So your only way of bringing that back is conscious reminder. Tell yourself, okay, I'm reading a book. Tell yourself. Otherwise, what happens is you're reading a book and then in the book, you read something about the ship and the ship will take you to the Titanic movie. The Titanic will take you to DiCaprio. DiCaprio will take you to some other thing and you will go somewhere else. And you even forget that you're actually reading. And a lot of times you think, oh, 45 minutes I have been reading. Probably you read only for 5 minutes. All right. Or maybe 20 minutes. So you don't even know what exactly has happened. So every time, tell yourself, whenever you can, tell yourself consciously what you're doing. Oh, I'm walking. I'm attending a webinar. I'm reading. Now, by doing this, what will happen is you're bringing your mind back to the present moment. Bring back. So when you do that, you stay in the present moment, and that is what will help you to make sure that your mind is there. And because your mind is there in the present moment, I just want to make a statement, and that is only in the present moment you will have continuous access to yourself, unlimited and uninterrupted access to yourself. So if I'm talking to you and at the same time thinking about, oh, tomorrow evening I have a tour programmer. Oh, my car is not ready yet. What to do? You know what? I'll not be able to access myself because some part of me has gone to future already. So if I can keep reminding myself, oh, I'm in a webinar. And, I'll tell you, like in India, when I came here, there was a social organization which was actually working on reducing the accidents. So I've made them a recommendation. So what's that is on the dashboard, if you can put a small placard saying I'm driving. So somebody driving and suddenly see that, oh, they realize that they're driving. A lot of time, people don't even realize they're driving, right? So this is very, very dangerous. Okay. So conscious reminders is one way to bring back your mind to the present. The more number of times you bring back, the more longer you'll be in the present and more access you will have to yourself. So if this is clear to you, can you just put reminder or R in the chat box, so I know that you've understood about the conscious reminder? Okay, all right, super. So let's go. Before going to the next section, I just want to quickly review these 4 things. The first one is having a specific, clear goal with numbers. It cannot be a vague thing, with numbers. That's very, very essential for getting results 5x faster. Then 2 is an active intent. Desire not enough. All right, active intent. And then time calibration. You just understand every time, for academic, for work life, and even for general thing, have time calibration for you, or how much time it's going to take. You just see, observe. So thereby you're going into the present moment more and more. And then the conscious reminder. So these are the 4 things which are required. So now let's go to the next section. And this you can scan later. So maybe I'll share this scan part later on to you. You can maybe you can take a screenshot if you want to. So we'll talk about this later on. Okay, now let's talk about and explore more ways to save or gain a neurocurrency. So let me share some of the ideas. Now, this is something very, very important, and which most people actually have a challenge in. Now, I just want to ask you something. Did it ever happen to you? You're reading something, and then suddenly you say, hey, I am not able to remember what I read, so let me go back and read again. Or you're in a meeting and the person saying something and say, sorry, can you please repeat it one more time? Did this kind of thing ever happen to you? And you know why this thing mostly happens? The reason is that we are not mentally present here at the moment of activity. And there's a reason behind that. The reason is people often jump from one activity to another. Example, they're watching movie and they say, now it's time for studying, so let me go back and study. Or they're eating food and they say, oh, enough now. Now let me go and attend the meeting right now. So you're doing one activity and you jump into another activity. So let me give an example. Now let's say I want to go and sit in a sofa which is there in my room in the other side of the corner. If I want to go and sit there, it hardly takes 30 seconds for me. Stand up, go walk, sit down there, 30 seconds maximum. Now tell me something. When I sit down there for 30 seconds, can you give me any assurance or guarantee that my mind also is there along with me? My mind can be enjoying my naslama which I had in the morning, or my mind can be thinking, oh, this vacation, long weekend, I want to go to Manila this time. Let me go to Manila. So my mind may be there, right? So just because you are at one place, there's no assurance that the mind is there, and it will take a while for the mind to go from one location to another location. Okay, and I want to tell you something very, very important. You have to make sure that you bring your mind along with you, and it takes time. It doesn't take an hour, it doesn't take 30 minutes, but it takes an intention in a short amount of time. And that's exactly what you have to do. And what I'm going to tell you is extremely powerful if you want to get results 5x faster. Okay, now what is that? It's very simple. Don't get carried away by the simplicity. It is so simple. That's it. Yes, that's it. Very, very simple stuff. So that one of those is called transit break. Now, what I mean by transit break, when you're changing your mind's activity from one area to another area, or one activity to another activity, you have to take a short break, because everything will need a different mindset. You want to makan, you have one mindset. You want to read physics, you have another mindset. You want to talk to your senior, you must need another mindset. You want to talk to your friend or a kid, you need another mindset. You want to talk to some person who is a higher up, maybe a minister, you need a different kind of mindset, right? Every activity which you need a different mindset. So you cannot switch like that. Cannot like that. So simple thing is, when you want to transit from one area to another, one activity to another, give a short break. Now, how long is the break? 3 minutes. Good enough. So you're eating something and you want to read, wait for 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, your mind will conclude with the eating and it is ready for the next activity. You're reading and you want to go and watch a movie. Wait for 3 minutes. Don't immediately switch activity. Don't jump like this. Very problem. You don't jump like that, okay? So just have a short break, then that will help you compose. In the short break, what happens? The mind will come back to you. The mind will come back to you. So what you're doing, you're helping your mind to come back to you more number of times. But if you have a question, oh, there's only little 30 seconds only asking us to come back, right? So I'm sure you have heard Siki Siki Jari Bukit, right? So you ask to come back 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, then you can do it for 2 minutes, then you can do it for 5 minutes, you know? So that's how things happen. Small things, and that you can increase it later on. So transit break is very important. From one activity to another activity, make sure you transit. Don't just jump like that. Transit slowly. Now that will help your mind to conclude one activity and help you to go to the next activity. So if this is making sense, can you put TB in the chat box as in transit break? So I know that you understand this concept. Transit break is giving yourself a short break before you change any activity. All right, amazing. So let's go to the next one. So after the transit break, second thing I want you to understand is attention span of mind. Honor the attention span of mind. A lot of times people say, oh, tomorrow I have an exam, so let me read 4 hours. And people have this mindset, the longer I work, the better result I get. Oh, no, please stay away from there. Okay, it's not the longer you work, you get a better result. You have to honor your attention span. Now, have you seen during your school time, each subject period length for every subject is like 35 minutes to 45 minutes. And even the colleges, the subject period length is no more than an hour. Have you seen that? No more than an hour. Now, why? Because the attention span cannot be longer than that. You can have an intention, you can have interest, you can be serious, you are very committed. Doesn't matter, your attention span cannot be more than 45 minutes to 50 minutes at one stretch, dealing with the same kind of a topic. So the most smartest way to do is take short breaks whenever you are doing a long activity. So there are a lot of people say, oh, tomorrow my exam, so let me study for 2 hours. Oh, we have a board meeting coming up, so let me work 5 hours continuously. Please don't do that. Work in short breaks. Now what happens is, okay, I'm sure many of you have been to gym, right? So in gym, what people do is they do the exercise in sets, repetitions, they repeat the thing. So let's say, for example, and this is just a big example. Now let's say there's a weightlifting bar. I can actually, if I do it continuously, I can lift the bar maybe 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10, and down. So let's say that's my capacity. But do you agree if I just do 3 and take a short break, and do another 3 and take a short break, do another 3 and take a short break, do another 3 and take a short break, do you agree I can do up to 15, 16, 18 easily and without getting tired? That's exactly how things work in the mind also. When you work continuously for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, the wear and tear is very high and the mind cannot focus. All right. But if you can do a short break, work for half an hour, 45 minutes, read for 45 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, then take a short break of 3 to 5 minutes. And again, continue. By this, what happens is you don't get tired and you will be able to focus better and you will be able to be in the present moment and you'll be able to get result faster. So is this making sense? So if it is making sense, can you just put BT in the chat box, which means break time? Now, break time will help you to reduce your stress. All right, super. Okay, so let's move to the next one. This is something very, very important. If you're a student, this is super important for you. All right. Okay, now let me ask you the simple question. Now, if you learn something today, let's say you go to your college, you go to university, school, or attend a seminar, webinar, read a book, you learn something today. In 24 hours, I'm sure some percentage of it is going to wash out, right? So how much percentage do you think you lose in the first 24 hours? Any guess? You can put the answer in the chat box. I'm looking at the chat box. So any guess if you have, how much percentage do you lose in the first 24 hours? Any guess? 60%. Wow. All right. Any other answers? Okay. The answer, you're very, very correct. The answer is about 50 to 70% is lost in the first 24 hours. Now that's a very, very big loss, you see. That means you're learning 100 points today, and tomorrow by this time, if you're lucky, you'll be there with 40 points or 50 points. That's it. And a lot of people come to me and ask me, hey, you know, Mr. Anand, I read for 5 hours. I cannot remember anything. Why like that? Huh? Something wrong with me. Huh? Nothing wrong with you. The strategy is wrong. So simple thing, what you can do is make sure this loss don't happen to you. So how can you do that? Very simple. Every day before you sleep, maybe in the evening, spend 5 to 10 minutes on revising what has happened today, what you have learned. So let me give you a ballpark idea. The ballpark idea is something like, you know, for every 1 hour of learning, put about 5 to 10 minutes of time for revising in the first 24 hours. Example, you learn for say 5 hours today, example. So at the end of the day, 25 minutes to 50 minutes, you have to invest in reviewing that. If you think, hey, I already put 5 hours, what, another 50 minutes, cannot laugh. If you're thinking like that, it's waste of the 5 hours. So my recommendation is, if you cannot take that 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of 1 hour learning, you're actually losing the entire time span. So make sure revise within 24 hours. That will cover the maximum loss which can ever happen to a student. And even if you're not a student, if you're learning something, even this is applicable to you also, whatever information which gets into the head, if you're not revising, it will exit. Most of it will exit in 24 hours. To catch that and make sure it's there with you, you must spend some time. So if this is clear, can you just put 24 in the chat box, so I know that you understood that 24 hours revision is very, very critical, and that helps you to keep your results better. All right, thank you so much. So now let's talk about some other ideas which can help you save your neurocurrency, or, you know, take it to the next level. So are you learning so far? If you're learning something, can you just put learning or L in the chat box, so I know that I'm adding value to you. If you're learning something new, something useful, you can just put learning. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So let's move on. Now, this is one thing which you have to do, declutter your life. I'm going to talk about 3 ways in which you can declutter your life, which will make you lighter, but which will make your mind work faster, work more effectively in helping you get results 5x times faster. So declutter your life. So now this is declutter your life is a very specific, very generic kind of a thing. So let me tell you 3 things which you can specifically do to declutter your life. The first one is discard. Throw away anything and everything which you don't need anymore. I've seen people who have got shoes which they have not been using for 2 years, but they don't want to throw away. There are a lot of things which they don't use, but they just keep it. Please don't collect things unnecessarily. If something is not useful, throw away from your life, because everything you have with you, you have to service it. Everything you have with you, you have to organize it. Everything you have to take care of it. So the more things you collect, unnecessary things you collect, the more mental energy goes there and less will be available to do your own stuff. Okay, so if you want to make yourself lighter and powerful, discard what you don't need. So there's a rule of discarding, as one of my mentors has recommended, is that if you've not used anything for one complete year, it can be, a remote control, it can be your shoes, it can be a particular shirt, it can be something. If you're not used for one complete year, so that means get rid of it. It has got no place in your life. If you need it, you can buy it again. But then the thing is, if you're just collecting, one day I will use it, then you will have to take care of that. And because you're taking care of that, your critical energy, the critical energy is your neurocurrency, the 5 things, your time, emotion, space, attention, and focus, all those things will go away in that. So get rid of things. So if this is making sense, can you just put discard D in the chat box, so I know that it's clear for you. Discarding will make you lighter, and it will also make your mind powerful because it has to process lesser content in life. Yeah. The next one is organize. The more organized you are, the lesser mental energy goes out for picking up things. So let's say you have a bookshelf and it's totally messed up, and you want to pick up your geography book, and it will take you 5 minutes, and you will have, you're like, how is this? I mean, you don't feel good, and it takes a lot of time and mental energy. But if everything is organized, where everything is there, the more you're organized, the more mental energy you save. It is not about just looking clean. It's more important to save your mental energy, and that will help you to get results faster. The more you're organized, the more faster you can access information, faster you can access anything which you need, the tools, and that saves you a lot of time, mental energy, emotion, space, and attention, which you can use for whatever you want to use attached with a purpose. So the next one is organize. So organize yourself. And the last one in this section is automate. If you're doing something repeatedly, try and see, can you automate it in some way? Either automate or delegate to somebody, or if it is a very common thing, make it a system so that you don't have to do every single time. All right, find a better way to do regular things which you do it in a routine. So 3 things which can make you help in decluttering, or making your mind lighter and making it more powerful processor. 1 is discard, 2 is organize, and 3 is automate. Discard, organize, and automate. If this is clear, can just put DOA. Discard, organize, and automate and organize, so I know that it's clear. All right, perfect. So let's go into the last section. Very interesting, very important. And I just want to ask you, I'm sure people have mobile phones, right? You all have mobile phones, right? Now, do you know the mobile phone is taken as one of the reasons why people have lesser productivity? But it depends on how you use the thing. So let's talk about few things which you have to do with your mobile if you want to really get 4x result, 5x result. Yeah. So again, what can you do with your mobile phone if you want to enhance the quality of your neurocurrency or get more energy in your life? So the first one I want to tell you is, please install this app. Those of you who are using Android, please take a screenshot of this and install. And those of you who are using iPhone, Apple, it has got a native app inside. So usage timer actually tells you how many times you open your phone, unlock your phone, how much time on Facebook, how much time on Twitter, how much time on Instagram, how much time on emails, how much time on WhatsApp, how much time on calls. So it will give you the entire classification. It'll read everything, and it will make sure that you it will give all the details of how much time is being spent on the mobile. You know what? A lot of time people are not even aware how much time is being wasted on mobile phone. So one of my participants, just by installing this app, she was able to save 2.3 hours every single day, because she's like, oh my God, I'm doing it so many times. So the moment you're aware, you do something about it. A lot of time people don't get aware. So just Instagram or Reels, this one gone, half an hour already over. This, like, you'll never realize the time. But then when you have a usage timer app, or you can, this is one of the best one, and this is not a sponsor, I'm not going to get any money. This is something which I use, which I love, so I'm sharing this with you. Use this or any other app which can measure your usage. Just by knowing how much time you are using, you will control your mind, you will control yourself, and thereby save a lot of time, save a lot of mental energy, space, emotion, and focus by being aware of where your time is going. So it's very, very, very important. The second thing which you can do is make sure don't start and end your day with the mobile phone. I repeat, don't begin or end your day with a mobile phone. I've seen a lot of people, when they get up, wake up, even before they get up, they're just looking at the phone like this. They're still sleeping and they're still looking at the phone like that, right? And do you know that 90% of negative things coming into your mind, they're coming because of the mobile phone? Because that's where all the news, all the chats, everything is coming from there, all the information coming from there. And do you know that in the morning time, whatever you feed your mind, especially if you feed negative, it will take a longer time to turn it back to positive. And if you're in the negative frame of mind, you'll be able, you will not be able to use the mental resources in a good manner. So ideally, the first half an hour of your life, don't check your messages or emails or Instagram or Facebook or any damn thing. No mobile in the beginning or end. So I want to ask you one simple question. Why do anyone write a message to you or send an email to you? Now, a lot of people say, oh, Mr. Anand, I really want to check my messages. In the morning, I want to check my messages. So I want to ask you, why do people write a message? Do you have any idea why do people write a message? The reason is because they need something in their life. Oh, can I see you at 6 o'clock in PJR? Oh, you have any person, can you give any, any reference in the college? Oh, can I borrow some money from you? Yes, exactly. They want something, or they're selling something they want. Nobody will ever write a message, oh, Miss Lim, I think you're happy, so please be happy, have a wonderful day. Nobody will write like that. They will actually need something, and that's why they write a message or write an email. Now, the thing is, when you wake up, you're looking at all the messages, you will be stressed out on the things like what people want. And at the end of the day, you forget what you want in your life. You will go on doing the plan which is designed by other people, and you are lost in the game. So if you want to get results 5x faster, don't begin and end your day with mobile. Very, very dangerous, very important. So the next one is, please turn your notifications off. Don't keep your notifications on, especially the group notifications. If there are 50 people in the group, yeah. So if there are 50 people in the group and if somebody says good morning, and everybody will be distracted also. So keep your mobiles on mute. And the next one is, take a short break before you reply any message. Any message coming up, take a short break. That will help you to be in the present moment and give a proper message also. And so that's all from my side, and this will help you to be in the present moment. And you can actually connect with me, my LinkedIn, my YouTube channel, Facebook, all here. You can take a screenshot or you can scan, and you'll have all my details there. And there's also a link for my additional courses also there. All right. And thank you very much. And if you have any questions, I'm available. So you can also go into this Linktree account, linktree.com/anand.my. All right. So ANANT and ANT. Okay. So if you have any questions, I'm here. And by just doing this, you'll be able to help yourself in being in this, being in the present moment and getting results. So back to Kingsley. If there are any questions or anything.
Thank you, Mr. Anand. We will go ahead and take some time for the questions now. Just
Absolutely.
a reminder, types your question in the chat box.
Okay, so any food that you can recommend to improve memory? Okay, when okay, let me share about that. So memory is an activity. Thank you for asking that question. Memory is an activity which the brain does. So I tell you, like the first time when I came into Malaysia, so one of the friends told me, "Oh, Anand, would you like to have curry ikan? So fish head curry." I said, "Oh, I've never tried it, so let me try." And somebody says, "Oh, no, don't do that. Next time you'll be out of business." I said, "Why?" They say fish head curry you eat and then your memory will die off. All right, your memory will become like a fish memory. Or some people say eat almonds. You eat almonds is very good for memory. So let me tell you now, anything which people say as which will help in improving memory is actually what it does is it is helping in improving your circulation to the brain. So typically there are no foods which are there which can help you to recommend help in improving memory, because memory is an activity. So if somebody comes with a food that, okay, you take this food, you'll be able to speak French better, you'll be able to speak Malay better if you take this food. It's not like that. It's a skill. So you have to work on the skill. So pills and food will not help the skills. So the general benchmark is whatever is good for your body is also good for your brain. So you don't have to really worry about that. Rather than putting worry on the food, see what can I actually do as an activity that will help my memory. So I hope that answers your question. All right, perfect. So any other questions?
It looks like we cover all the questions. Okay, for participants, kindly fill up the sign up form and feedback form after this webinar. Before we end this session, we would like to take a group photo with everyone in this webinar. Please turn on your camera and stand by.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Right.
Vincent Wong, Esther Yan. All right, super. Okay.
Okay. In the count of 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Let's take another one. This round is a freestyle. In the count of 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you,
All
everyone.
right. Thank you. Thank you.
For all this. Okay. Before we end this session, Mr. Anand, is there anything you would like to cover before we wrap up?
I just want to say thank you, and you can also get in touch with me on this link or this QR. And every day, do something consciously for your brain. Now that's going to take yourself to the next level, and that will help you to get results faster. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anand, for the insightful webinar. Dear participants, please join us for a workout on your worldwide by Mr. Chok Man Song at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you and stay safe, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.